Let's go, gentlemen. Your afternoon drive. The Patriots retired. Tom Brady's in there. It's Thursday, Albuquerque.
Yeah, it is.
You know what that means? It means every NFL team retired Tom Brady.
He's not Jackie Robinson.
He is.
He's just a guy that played football.
I say, did Tom Brady have the same sort of impact on football that Jackie Robinson had on baseball?
Feel free not to answer.
So no. Okay, good answer. Yeah. Oh, like Brock Purdy, that's a little. Well, Brock Purdy's
Later. Yeah.
That's why Mark Bolger was better.
Brock Purdy's already been to a Super Bowl. If he wins 7 of those things, we could have a serious conversation about this. Yeah. He's almost the new GOAT. So close.
This year for sure.
He could do it 7 years in a row.
Next year,
Unless there's like another COVID. Well, he's still making $50 million. Tom Brady at least took a giant pay cut for his team. Also, how many times are you going to retire, Tom? How many speeches are you going to do? How many times do you have to see you on a microphone giving speeches? Whether it's a roast or a retirement or some YouTube video or your last day at the stadium, like, come on. You're not retired. You already got another job. You already got like 2 more jobs. Enough. Get out of the media cycle. Let's leave space for Aaron Rodgers to do something stupid. You don't want to have your courageous story of hard work and determination and avocados. I want to hear Aaron Rodgers doing crazy stuff.
Tom Brady should go to Green Bay. Should win Wash Aaron Rodgers from the history books. Tom Brady.
I'll do you one better. You should wear 4 and wipe the memory of Brett Favre.
Yeah, I watched the last one.
I did. They made it a game. Good for them. The Dallas Mavericks, Mr. Maeve E. Richard, made it a close game in the 4th. It was kind of interesting. And then the Celtics were like, oh, yeah, we forgot. We're the Celtics. Yeah. They got it within 1 point. That's a game. Sure. Everybody knows that.
It was like, you ever watch one of those action movies where the action hero is, for some reason, perfectly sets a timer on the clock, how long the voice and then the watch is counting down to 6 seconds, and but he has it with the wall. He has the Constitution.
He has the Constitution. Is this Nick Cage? Yeah. Okay.
And then at the very end, he says, No, you will not start at that that's falling. I mean,
Yeah, and then they both had a good game last game.
I don't know if he felt he cheated. They're out to get it. You know how I know? Because every time he touches the ball, he gets fouled. You know how I know?
Mm-hmm.
We have to believe him. And every time he touches another guy, he's going to get fouled. You know how I know? All the time.
Okay, have you ever watched the NFL and seen a defensive back? Yeah. Whenever you wave your arms frantically and say you didn't do it, guess what, pal? Oh, pally boy, you did it. You're showing your guilt. I want to see a defensive back or a basketball player commit a foul once and just like not pay attention at all to the call. Don't act interested. Complete disinterest. No bleeps given whatsoever. And then the ref's gonna freak out. Like, wait, hold on. Why isn't he flailing his arms about? Why isn't he palms up, pointing at everything in the world? I don't understand this. Why is he so cool? Maybe I should take the foul back.
You know what I'm talking about? Like that should be in like,
Yeah.
Punch in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just cool. It's a conversation between those two. You need that energy. You need to, if you don't think you can walk up to a guy, you need to be able to punch him. But the way. Oh, hey, not established guys.
No. They got thicker skin.
No, that's different.
Oh, he's got a rich history of it. That's different. I think the best person to handle a foul would be a falconer. Probably. They're the best at handling foul. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Duck Dynasty guys? Pretty good. Yeah. Say that to Tipper Gore's face. That's a deep cut. That is a super deep cut. That is Al Gore's wife. She testified in front of Congress that rap music should be illegal. Yeah. Yeah.
The game last night, so they go up and also, that's first half. And he said, I will now be ring with him because of destruction.
Yes.
And my friend Jalen, who you guys said wasn't going to be an all-star, and by the way, Blue Game 7 first half,
yeah.
We're going to let him be the star this time.
Well, good thing Drew Holiday took a game off, because now Jason Tatum has a chance of getting that MVP if he has another big game in Game 4. Drew Holiday's in the driver's seat. Actually, still to this day, this whole series, my guy, my MVP pick, even in a loss, Luka Doncic is still easily the best guy on the court. He should get the MVP in a loss, a la Jerry West, RIP logo. Of the fourth quarter?
It's over tomorrow night. There's no more basketball. And it's who left?
Sure.
Who has the most points in the court? He gets the MVP.
Yeah.
If they give it, just whoever did it last.
Who's the white guy on the Celtics? Looks like he's on military leave. If he makes the last basket, you're just going to give him the MVP? Yeah. No. There you go.
Yeah, he checks into the game.
He's the MVP with the least amount of minutes played ever. He's like 4 for 4 from 3, and he gets the MVP.
So from the live chat, from the conferences, Bolt said that you don't follow that's absolutely correct.
Yeah. Sure.
NBA needs to grow up. And I get it.
Yeah.
Remember, he got up and did he told the bench right away, he's like, challenging. Is he understands that
Right.
he's more important? I need him to turn around and jump off his left foot and hit a fadeaway.
I mean, they're in Dallas. Dallas is supposed to get the benefit of the doubt on those borderline foul calls. I know games 1 and 2, the Celtics beat the hell out of the Mavericks and got away with so many fouls. Yeah. Yes. Like ever? That's the Cowboys dig, is what you're doing. The Rangers won the championship last year. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Sister City. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Arlington boys? I've heard better. Like the Dallas Cowboys is pretty good. It's pretty good branding. Or like you don't want to be reminded of Arlington Cemetery. Like quit putting that in people's heads. Jerk move. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not going in them, not stepping for them. They're too scary.
You're going to look me straight in the face and you're going to tell me young Fred never snuck into a cemetery at night to go ghost hunting?
I wouldn't even walk towards the cemetery. If I saw something,
I've been in a lot of cemeteries. Well, I mean, the way the population is growing, there might not be cemeteries in the future. It's just going to be cities and national parks. There's going to be no room for cemeteries in the future. Same. Yeah.
Yeah. You put me in a cemetery with the exact same people smiling? No. I believe you lose my stuff. If I'm in a cemetery that's with my room, no. I am frozen in one place. I'm roofed up on mountains. You can go right around it. Not gonna happen.
You know a good place to see stars? Dallas, Texas. Because the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. You gotta get swept now, right? You just throw in the towel. Or now hear me out. The Celtics let the Mavericks win one, so you close it out at home.
That's the stupidest one because of that. Last year,
stick a knife in them, twist it, finish them off.
Yeah. So to say, hey, I'd rather have a game Sunday night or you'd rather have a parade on Monday.
Well, you need a day to organize the parade. You got to go back to Boston. Okay. Yeah. Let's have a day off. Yeah.
And no one's trying to play more games on it. And Bo, MVP, Luka Doncic, and Jason Tatum love me.
At the parade? At the opposing team's parade? The players on the opposing team are not going to attend the parade of the people who beat them? Has that ever happened? Uh-huh. Yeah.
It would be super good.
That Luka gets the MVP in a loss. Yeah, for sure. They watched tape. He's not known for his defense. He'll poke one every once in a while, get a loose ball. He holds his arms up and out pretty often, but as far as like NBA defense goes, he does not play it.
That's what we're going to do.
So before we come hang out with the boys, we actually got a bunch of friends of the show coming down after the show tonight. So come hang with us. We're going to drink Margs, and we're going to Van, what else? Fellowship?
Yeah.
The Sports Animal.
Yeah, area federal.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Sadies on 4th. This is Two Men On. Earlier this week, I went Tuesday. I went over to see our friend Scott Isham over at Isham Dental.
How'd that go?
I had to get my 6-month checkup, cleaning checker.
Oh, on the new teeth.
On the new teeth.
Yeah. What'd they say?
He said I was the greatest patient of all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we had a big conversation about, hey, Fred, looking great. What can we do to look greater?
Yeah. What's the verdict?
He
He does plastic surgery too?
I've had a lot of plastic surgery. We've had this talk on air.
Uh-huh. That was just to fix your face, like get you back up to
back to normal.
Yeah, back to normal,
Back to regular.
like a normal person.
Like the way you take a shot in the morning when
Yeah.
you roll out of bed.
Like now, let's make you beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our Isham Dental soundbite of the day. IshamDentalABQ.com. Go there, sign up there, get the free exam and X-rays. 505-881-0422. We know you're turning out, fans, friends, and friends of the show, because Scott was telling me. So that was really nice. Like I go in and Scott's like, hey, a bunch of people come in. I go, yeah, the magic of radio.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't it wild how that works? Dental implants are the jam. Dentures, obviously available for all Medicare A and B. Okay, so I'm gonna set this up right. So this is from SportsCenter last night. So thank you to ESPN.
Okay.
So this is from SportsCenter last night, and it's the Scott Van Pelt one, which I'm gonna shoot you straight here. I don't watch.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
You know the last time I watched it? Hotel. That's my default in the hotel.
Like when we were at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I guarantee you I've never sought it out on my own television. But if I'm in a hotel, I'm just click straight to it.
You know what I will turn on in hotels is
the air conditioning.
Yes.
Yeah.
62.
They always keep it so high.
Well, there's not people in there all the time.
Smells like it.
It also depends which hotels you're staying at, because some of the nicer ones will turn it on before you arrive.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah, but if we're staying at
the places we stay.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
it's not going to be a thing.
Well, now that you guys have a producer who has the Hilton discounts, you can be on the Family and Friends.
I don't know
so you can get the nice $60 rooms.
Which one has a better discount, Family or Friends?
The Family and Friends is the same.
It's the same. Okay.
If you were to get lucky enough to be listed as my spouse,
ooh,
then you get the team member discount.
All right. Well, let's do it, Zay. It's June.
That's what we did with Van when I was
June for 17 more days, man. Let's get hitched.
When I was managing the sports and wellness, we put Van down as my everything.
Yep.
And sports and wellness was like, hey, Fred, we don't really care that Van gets your free membership to our very expensive health club, but you really need to stop bringing him to Christmas parties.
Yeah.
And I go, but that's my guy.
Yeah. Well, who else is going to bring the 7-layer dip?
You want me to introduce another new girlfriend here?
Sure. Let's make this more awkward.
Right. Well, and at the time, it's like every member that comes into sports and wellness, I'm like, I think I'll date her. Like, I can't let everyone know that.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. I have Van. He's my beard.
Well, what would you rather enjoy the uncomfortability of a possibly gay couple?
Yeah.
Telling horrible dad jokes,
presumably,
or do you want to go through the turmoil of meeting a new woman every party?
Yeah, which one do you want?
There's one good answer.
I'm not at that time. I wasn't a healthy individual.
Sure,
it's our issue. So I meant to set it up. Scott Van Pelt has he's talking about the game from earlier that night, and this dude Windhorst, who doesn't look like he's ever hooped in his life. I don't know this cat.
Okay,
he's only famous for following LeBron. He's literally basically hard core watched LeBron his whole entire career. So when anything with LeBron is in the news, you see him become the face of ESPN.
It's spoiler, this is not a LeBron story.
Okay.
It's a Luka story. But now that I have a little more premise, I understand why this guy's such a hater.
All right.
It is our Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
Luka and Kyrie combined for actually more than Tatum and Brown did, but Luka fouls out late. I just wonder
That's
your
Scott Van
reaction
Pelt.
to that whole sequence.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect that Luka fell onto the ground there in an unacceptable position to put himself in with 4 minutes left with 5 fouls.
That's my word.
And then
What,
immediately looks
missionary
at the
position?
bench and says, you better bleeping challenge it, as if it's the bench's fault that he just made a terrible play. I'm standing here in the Mavericks tunnel. Over there is the Celtics tunnel. That's where the winners are. If Luka's ever going to be a winner coming out of this tunnel here, he is going to have to use what's happened in this finals as a learning experience. His defensive performance is unacceptable. He is a hole on the court. The Celtics are attacking him. They are ahead in this series because they've attacked him defensively. And you've got a situation here where Luka is complaining about the officiating. They have begged him. They have talked with him. They have pleaded with him. He is costing his team because of how he treats the officials. He's a brilliant player. He does so many things well. They are here because of how he did. His performance in this game is unacceptable, and the reason why the Mavericks are not going to win. He's got to get over this. And the fact that he came out after the game and blamed the officials showed me he's nowhere close yet. So maybe over the summer, somebody will get to him because nobody with the Mavericks or anybody else in his life has. And that's where the Mavericks are at this point. They're never going to get to this tunnel with the trophy if he doesn't improve those aspects of his game.
Dang, Luka.
So that's
Golly.
Brian Windhorse, who is a hater.
Windhorse?
Windhorse.
Okay.
That
Is like,
seems like
is he dances with wolves, brother?
This dude's never
Yeah.
danced in his life. This dude's never done anything physical in his entire life.
what that screams to me is that he's asked Luka some question and Luka like gave him an answer as if he was an idiot.
And
Dude, that's 100% what this is.
and then he stole his girlfriend.
He's exactly. This is like classic
Yeah.
haterade sipper material right
Luka
here.
was like, listen, you're not Malika Andrews, not interested.
Yeah.
Sorry for you.
Yeah, this is a jilted lover right here.
Uh-huh.
This is not commentary.
Yeah.
They're the first and second best team in the National Basketball Association. They've ridden Luka's coattail for years,
Mhm.
ridden his coattails this year to the NBA Finals. This isn't about Luka losing the game. This is about the Celtics playing team basketball and winning 3 straight games. That is a hater of epic proportion. That guy sucks.
And then Windhorse was like, listen, all my journalist friends, say that I eviscerated him. That's what happened. He went to Luka and was like, hey, Luka, why'd you foul out? And Luka went, Woj. That's a dumb question. He goes, I'm not Wojnarowski.
Quit calling me Woj. Hey, Diet Woj.
I hate this dude.
Where was this energy when Luka was just tearing up the rest of the playoffs?
Well,
Where was this
you.
energy the last couple
Yeah.
of games?
Hey, you got to figure out a story somewhere, right? And like the story that the Celtics are playing fantastic team basketball. They had the most wins during the regular season. They only lost 2 games in the playoffs. They're having a historic run. They're playing team basketball. There's no true superstar. Those topics are boring. Luka playing crappy defense and fouling out, and then some hater yelling at him from the top of the stadium. Like that's about as dumb as it gets. You're a hater.
Now, if Windhorse was a Mavericks fan and say they lost the game and he's like emotionally and upset because they lost the game and he's mad at Luka, then I can understand. But he, as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't have a favorite team. I've never seen him be on anybody's side other than LeBron's. So for him to be so like emotional, and like if you were to see, like he sounded very composed, but if you were to look into his eyes when he was talking, or if anybody watches the video, you can see he's like visually upset or bothered.
Is sad. He's sad that he wants to be friends with professional athletes, and they don't want to be friends with him.
Sure,
because he's weird.
What do you mean you're not coming home with me? I bought dinner and drinks.
Yeah,
I know
that's
LeBron.
all it is.
Hey,
he's like, I know LeBron.
Hey, Luka, Luka, we're staying at the same hotel. Hey, Luka, and Luka's like, I don't want you to know that.
Hey, Luka, I'm ordering nachos. Want some?
Yeah.
Quit calling me.
Yeah, leave it. Yeah, leave it alone.
Quit calling me wind horse.
Luka, at the I got the hotel restaurant to stay open late. I'm gonna get ducked tonight. Is that a foul joke? Are you doing another foul? Is that a foul joke?
Hey, Luka, I'm gonna go over to the Celtics hotel and pull the fire alarm. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'll show him.
Hey, Luka, after the playoffs, let's get matching tattoos.
Yeah. Hey, Luke, I got an idea. Let's take a picture on top of the grassy knoll. That'll be so fun. And Luke is like, I'm not from here. I don't know the historical significance. I'm just trying to play basketball.
Okay, Luka, put on this hat. Hey, look. We dim boys.
That's a good
Get
one.
it?
That's
Get
a
it,
good one.
Luca?
Yeah.
I love you.
Luca, look. I went to the Stetson shop. This is called a summer hat. It's different than a regular cowboy hat. That's what he's trying to do. And Luca
It's
don't
sad.
care. He's sad. This
is sad.
And it's sad for Isham Dental, who had to be subjected to that today.
They can't all. I mean, this is a cavity. If
Yeah,
we're
it's a
gonna
cavity.
compare,
Yeah.
this is a cavity of Isham Dental sound bites for sure.
Reach out to Scott Isham at Isham Dental, 505-881-0422, and he will put the fingers that have been in my mouth in your mouth. Whenever we get back from the break, more from Sadies, including college football selling out to the Devil, but the Devil is actually just All-State this time. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, live from Sadies on Forward, the sports animal.
This report is.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Sadies on 4th. This is 2 Men On. If you get off work at 4:30 and you just got in your car, I am Fred Slow. Van Nunley is next to me.
Yeah, hi. I guess across, actually.
Too close. So, I don't know if you saw this today. The Big 12 said they're getting a naming partner. Okay?
It's a good size 12.
Says big.
Okay.
And they want to rename the entire conference.
Okay.
So they don't want to be the Big 12 anymore. They want to be the fill in the sponsor 12.
Smart. If you can cash them checks, cash them.
There's a cut, like you obviously go dozen right away. You think like what is some famed dozen brands?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would if you were to say
the Big 12,
the Dunkin',
sponsored by
Dunkin' Donuts.
eggs.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yes.
But I would take the Dunkin' 12, the Dozens 12, the whatever.
Yeah.
Like let's go on that.
The Dirty Dozen.
The Dirty Dozen.
That's a good one.
Also, we have more than a dozen Isotopes tickets available versus the El Paso Chihuahuas.
Gross.
What? They are for tonight's game, Van. So if you want to head over to the ballpark tonight,
swing by here, pick up some ticks.
swing
and
by
go to
Sadies on 4th.
RGCU Isotopes Field.
We will hand you ticks, and because there's a limited number of ticks, because the game is so close, we will give you basically as many as you want.
Yeah, make up a number. You could have them.
There's more than a dozen.
Okay.
I like this one. All right, let's say this. Let's say you're a church group, last minute little dealie. Let's say you're a Boy Scouts group, last minute little dealie. Let's say you're a sports team. Come by and grab all of these Isotopes tickets for tonight. Isotopes versus the Chihuahua.
Ugh.
6:35. We got a bunch of tickets.
Chupacabras.
So I was kind of running a bunch of them in my head. Like, what's a good brand? Like, what's a good one? They got the worst one.
Which is?
Allstate.
They only play in like 4 states. They can't be all states.
The Allstate 12 conference is being rumored. This can't possibly be real. Also, it says here they're doing it. They're apparently 20. Oh man, that's a lot of money. Like,
how much?
It looks like they're trying to buy into the conference for not just naming rights. So they want 1% of total revenues.
Whoa.
Which is a different energy.
That's gnarly.
Yeah. So
I even heard of that.
No, I hadn't either. So it looks as if the naming rights alone are worth $30 to $50 million annually to be divided among I guess it's 16 teams in the Big 12.
Okay.
Dude, that's so many.
Whatever.
So you got to lose the 16. Like, you just call it the All-State Conference.
Yeah.
The Big 12 also is considering a financial company for naming rights, which will play the league slightly more than All-State. However, the league has been more engaged with All-State. They're all going to do this. Everything is going to become the whatever, powered by whatever, NASCAR Bowl.
Yeah, for sure. Everything's going to be dressed up like a NASCAR in the future, in the very near future.
Yeah.
Like the second that they put whatever star, what is it? Is it insurance on the Yankees? Once you desecrated the Yankees jersey, it's like it's over. If the Yankees are going to do it, they're opening the floodgates for everyone to do it now.
The team I watch the most is the St. Louis Cardinals. They have like a stifle. It's like an investment banker thing. Last night you saw the Boston Celtics with Vistaprint.
Yeah.
Like those are on all. They're on all things. I would be real interested in changing it every game.
It's a lot of jerseys.
A lot of jerseys.
Okay.
Move them all. They don't wear these things twice anyways.
Unless DH Gate is your sponsor, and they could be your sponsor and make your jerseys.
Not the worst.
Rotate them in and out.
So it looks to be a sellout here, and as goes the Big 12, we'll go the rest of the ones. So if Allstate doesn't become the Big 12 conference sponsor, they will become the pick a different conference sponsor.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers is and Patrick Mahomes are State Farm.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. Geico's the Gecko.
And that's Kansas City. That's Patrick Mahomes, right?
Patrick Mahomes is State Farm.
Oh, okay.
Is he also Geico?
I don't know.
Okay. I think they're competing.
Is
Geico's
Geico
a Geico.
Is Geico
Allstate is
Manning?
the deep voice guy.
Pedro Serrano.
Yes, it's Pedro Serrano.
Yeah, so
correct. Pedro Serrano. Him and Joe Boo are the face of Allstate. And I see Allstate.
So that's Cleveland.
Gotta be.
It's got to be.
It's gotta be.
But Cleveland has Ohio State, which is in the Big 12. Cleveland doesn't really have Ohio State. Columbus has Ohio State. Ohio has both Columbus and Cleveland. The Cleveland Commanders. It gets very confusing from here.
It's a lot.
It's more than I thought it would be.
The Big 12 is actually 16. The Big 16 is actually the All-State Conference. Not all states are involved. I'm in a state of confusion. This sucks.
Also, you eventually just start calling stadiums by their sponsor names?
Never.
Oh, you don't?
Never.
I've always called Busch Stadium because that's the sponsor, but it's really not. That's an interesting one.
See, that one's been there forever.
They're grandfathered in.
They were the head of the curve.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wrigley Field is Wrigley Field, not because that's the name of the field, because that's the name of the bubblegum company.
Does Busch have a different sponsor now?
No.
It's still Busch.
Yeah.
It will always be Busch.
But here's the thing, because you're not allowed to, Major League Baseball, you're not allowed to have a liquor sponsor, a beer sponsor is your stadium name, but the St.
Come
Louis.
on, that's barely beer. We're talking Bud Light here.
Delicious Anheuser-Busch products.
Yeah. Hoppy water. Let's be honest.
Delicious. Get all hopped up on fun.
Yeah.
Will fans call conferences by their sponsor name?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oklahoma's making a run at the All-State this year. There's no way. No one's going to say that.
I don't know. I think they will. I call it the Staples Center. That's a thing that I do. Like, I live that life.
Instead of, like, crypto?
Yeah.
It's always Staples?
Always going to be.
It's not going to be like the convention center?
No, Sears Tower, Willis Tower.
The X Convention Center. Is the Sears Tower something different now?
It's Willis Tower.
It's Willis now.
It's been that
Willis?
since, it's been that.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I got you.
We step away so we can come back on the other side. We wrap up our NBA talk for the first hour. The bottom line on the NBA talk, as we're going to wrap it up, is the best player in this thing all of a sudden has become the most hated player in this thing. And we'll go into length about that after the break. It's 2 Men On, live from Sadies on 4th on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This
5 nights a week. You can hear Van and I right here on Two Men On. You can hear me a bonus 6 day on Going Over, which airs Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. That's a lot of fun. Do that with Saleh Taylor.
It's a good show. I like it.
It's not bad. Yeah. We recorded this one's today. Went very well. A lot of talk, including talk about Donald Trump going on Logan Paul's podcast.
Okay.
So it obviously hasn't released yet. So we don't know. Obviously, we will listen. But just heads up to everyone that for any reason is fired up about this because you hate Donald Trump or you hate Logan Paul or you hate both of them. Logan Paul today extended an invitation to Joe Biden to come on his podcast.
Don't
as well.
say yes. Take the high road.
I say yes.
The sitting president is not going to go on a pro wrestlers podcast.
So you think this is just a couple carny con men?
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Just there to sell Bibles.
Did they sell any Bibles? We will find out.
Yes, we will.
I know we both will listen. Is it called Impulsible? Is that what it's called?
I would never know the answer to that.
Is that correct, Isaiah?
It's called Impulsive.
Impulsive.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not great, but so there you go. So wrestling is now so dang relevant that a former president and a current president will be on it because pro wrestling is the most important thing in the whole world.
Logan is very, very, he's very good. Like, I think he's a good actor. I think he does a good job in the ring. He does better than you would expect most people that had the career start off that he had. Same with Jake.
He's a wild, good pro wrestler.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Also, the individuals that subscribe to his product regularly, I don't believe is the target audience of individuals who's going to vote.
Well, that's what they're trying to do. That's their goal.
Yeah.
Whose goal? P. Diddy.
Trump.
Vote or die. Vote or die.
Trump, and I heard I forgot his son's name. I heard them
Barron.
recently. Okay, so recently they were saying that. That doesn't ring a bell
No,
at
it's
all.
Junior. Donald Trump Jr.
Okay, so I heard him say that they're trying to target the younger generation because that's the future. So that's why memes are so popular, and that's why Trump himself was so active on X or Twitter.
Yeah, the thing about this is my opinion. I mean, Logan Paul's got different types of audience. I get that he has pro wrestling audience. I get that he has YouTube audience and probably another one. But I feel like
creeps probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like the young, and I might be wrong here, but it appears to me to be like a silver spoony kind of Twitch lovey, TikTok embracey. We're not going to bother to vote kind of audience.
I'll just say douchey.
That's the word.
It's a very douchey audience.
That's what I think.
If you're actively listening to Logan Paul's podcast, probably a douche.
Like getting it when it drops.
Yeah. I mean, maybe like snippets of the Trump one, like because of, cultural relevance.
You're driving to Denver tomorrow for the graduation of your daughter from the
Yeah.
University of Denver.
Congratulations, sweetie.
She's the best. You will listen to it on the drive up.
Probably not. No, probably not. I don't want that in my brain. I don't want to know what Logan Paul's voice sounds like.
He's very good.
I could deal without it.
He's very good at pro wrestling. And now he's affecting the path of the free world. Also, he held on Donald Trump took a photo holding the U.S. championship, which Logan Paul owns.
Okay.
And Isaiah, I need you to fact check this. I believe Donald Trump is the first felon to ever hold the U.S. championship since Dirty Dom.
Who is that? I don't know these people. I don't know these people.
He went to jail for a weekend.
Rey Mysterio's son. You know Rey Mysterio.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Rhea Ripley's boyfriend.
Well, hey, I got some tea for you, Van.
What's going on?
Your girl is looking like she's going to be on the rebound.
You're saying there's a chance?
Hey, Dirty Dom took that room key from Liv Morgan. It was a big deal.
I don't know what this means.
He's
stepping out.
Yeah, he's having his way.
The audacity.
like him, the character, and him as a person right now. I'm sure it's like loving his place in the WWE.
He's so awesome.
So it's a manufactured love triangle we got going on here?
In a sense.
Okay.
What do you mean, man?
To the guy who, air quotes, went to jail for a weekend and now he's a hardened criminal?
He's a hardened criminal.
Okay. I'm not opposed to it.
Logan Paul got the U.S. Championship. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna really take this thing to heart, man. I'm gonna interview presidents and stuff. You're like,
it's wild. This timeline is wild.
Didn't Dom like slap his mother, spit on her, or something?
I mean, dude, Dom goes hard.
Wow.
And if this whole thing's a wrestling angle, this whole Logan Paul thing, if you hate Donald Trump, you super hate Logan Paul forever now. This is as smart of a move.
Is Logan Paul face or heel? I don't even know.
He's obviously heel.
Is he?
Stupid.
Well, I don't know this. Don't say stupid like I know and or care. The only thing I care about is Hobo Hank and the rest of Duke City Championship Wrestling stable. That's all I care about.
I'm hosting Scott Steiner and Jimmy Hart at Duke City Comic-Con this upcoming Saturday. You can catch us at 1 o'clock for a fun sit-down. Come hang out with me if you are there. Immediately following that, it's the Revenge of the Nerds panel. That'll be hosted by Aaron Buck Burnett and Jared Hart.
That's a fun one.
Come see they as they take you down a nostalgic road of weird nerd stuff. And then finally, Fernando Gonzalez, co-owner of Duke City Championship Wrestling, is hosting a panel with Superman. I'm not joking.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Good
It'll
get.
be a weird weekend. I believe the reason Van is not attending is that he is in Denver for the weekend.
Yeah, watching my kiddo walk, throw her cap in the air.
Saturday morning before Duke City Comic-Con, I will be at Roadrunner Little League, where myself, JJ Buck, and Natasha Leba will volunteer with the Isotopes
Now that is sweet.
to help in a very fun adaptive clinic.
You know how passionate I am about that community.
Yeah.
And I'm always out of town for it. It's a bummer.
You're a busy cat. When we get back from the break, the new head coach of the Lakers was Manifest Destiny, Van.
Let's do it.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
back.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. Welcome back to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal. Live from Sadies on 4th Street. Hey, good news, friend of the show. Gilbert's here. Mr. Everything here at Sadies on 4th Street. Gilbert Sanchez joining the program. How are you, dear friend?
I'm sure everybody's clapping in their car.
Yeah, they're so
There's
excited.
kind of dead silence here.
What are you talking about? That table
I
went,
don't
woo!
know that. They're a little excited. People are excited.
That's also at that table is our promotions director, our station director, and legendary voice of KRST, Eddie Haskell, here hanging out with us.
Oh, yeah, there he
Yeah.
is. Holy moly, you guys are bringing in the stars today.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got a stout following, man. Everyone else is here for us too. Like the margaritas and good food notwithstanding. This whole place, Gilbert, is just here for us. Is that true?
30%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I met this very nice lady in the parking lot just now. We're just coming in
Okay.
from a meeting, and she's like, there are people here with isotope tickets. And I didn't know what the heck was going on. I forgot it was Thursday.
Okay. You're a busy guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, here we are. You guys are bringing in all the business. It's great.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say it's a 50-50 between you guys and the Heat, bringing in people for margarita.
Oh, the Heat already lost. It's just the Celtics and Mavs.
Oh,
left.
is it?
Yeah, it's just Celtics and Mavs now.
And that was the
Yeah.
series I said was going to be Mavericks in 6 last week. I'd like to change that.
Okay. Mavericks at
It's
7. Here you go. Gilbert's going with Mavericks and 7 now.
Boys, I'm back.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, hey.
Friend,
How's our new friend?
friend of the show, Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila.
What was Sheila's energy, Gil, when she walked in?
Well, I was having maybe a heated conversation with it wasn't heated. It was animated. Let's say animated.
It's 100 outside. Everything's
It
heated.
was-
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Good point. It was animated. I was standing outside by the patio there. We're having an animated conversation.
You and who?
Me and Matt, our general manager.
Oh, very nice.
Car pulls up. There's Matt just waving hi to us
Yeah.
now. Just walks in. Car pulls up. Well, Matt's talking to me about
Who can it be?
So
and it's Sheila.
I'll say this for Matt real quick. Go Celtics.
Yes, Matt's a big
Huge
Yeah,
Celtics
he's a
fan.
big Celtics
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
in a good way.
He's walking around with a broom. It's very weird, but I'm into it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I
That's
always
a-
yell at him and say, "Stop sweeping, please,
So
Matt."
sweet.
But he's a good sweeper.
So, friend of the show, Sheila comes up and she runs up to you. You said,
She probably thought Matt was going to end my life out there, but we were having some fun out there, having a
Yes.
candid conversation.
Okay.
She's like, "Excuse me," real polite. Yeah, and asked about some isotope tickets, and I didn't know it was Thursday. I forgot. I apologize. Didn't know you guys were here.
"You're the worst."
And so I ran in with her and said, "I want isotope tickets too."
Oh, well,
And
you can
then-
have some.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, we're all winners here.
So we
Just
get,
because you run Sades and you're famous doesn't mean we can also give you isotopes tickets.
I didn't know that was the rules. I
so,
don't know
yeah.
the rules.
So we gave friend of the show, Sheila, who's a travel nurse. She's in town.
Oh,
She said,
welcome.
"Yeah." She said, "I moved to town. I accidentally found you guys the first day I got here, and I listen every day."
Oh,
So there you
Happy
go.
accidents. Huh?
welcome.
It's- yeah. It's the they say when it comes to radio, it's the listeners you make along the way. That's what they say.
Well,
Okay.
we met a good one today.
She was so nice. She was the nicest ever.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah.
Okay, so she
So
she
you,
has,
you gave Sheila a 4-pack?
brother, I gave her 6.
Oh, you
Holy
should have gave her
moly.
10 because we have so many tickets
Yeah,
left.
they're 4 tonight.
Come to Sadies
These are
on 4th
From the
Street.
games
We
tonight.
have
Yeah.
so many tickets.
Yeah, these
You just got off work. You're in your car.
yeah,
Drive by Sadies on 4th Street.
correct.
Come get a bunch of Isotopes tickets. Take the fam to the
Yeah.
Topes tonight on the boys.
It's not too hot.
And tonight, by
Not
the way.
bad.
No.
It's better when you come in, you get tickets, you
Squeeze
maybe
it, squeeze in a marg.
squeeze in a mark,
Yeah.
and drive responsibly. Maybe you have a DD with you.
You could squeeze in a skinny marg.
You could. Tight squeeze.
I thought that was a good one.
That's
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
I'm going to the game tomorrow. Van is not. Be broadcasting live from the concourse tomorrow for Isotopes Baseball. It'll be myself and Andy Lyman of the paper.
Oh, love Andy.
Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll
Yeah.
be mid. It'll
Fellow
be mid.
Mariners fan, right?
That is accurate.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a Northwest player.
Yeah.
He's the
First
one.
place. I'm sorry. First place AL West leading Seattle Mariners
For now.
for a while.
When
They're barely clinging on their 7.5 game lead over the Astros.
you know how the Big 12 just sold and now it's the All-State 12 or
Yeah.
whatever. So Major League Baseball will do this as well with divisions now that they've seen it done well. And I
Yeah.
do believe that Starbucks will be the winning bidder for the AL West. It'll be the Starbucks division.
That's pretty good.
I don't mind it. Either that or
Santa Fe Burlington Railroads. That's how we got out west.
Boeing.
It's such a good answer.
Yeah, thank
Boeing can get out of the mess that they're in right now.
With
oh yeah,
what?
yeah. They need some new PR.
The Boeing AL West.
Yeah.
How do you feel that helps Boeing professionally?
I mean, it gets people excited again
About
to fly in their plane.
people haven't been excited about flying since the Wright brothers. Like it is, we kind of got a little bit excited during COVID because like
We
a
got to
cool.
leave.
Yeah.
Well, we heard
Yeah.
because they stopped calling them UFOs and they started calling them UIDs or whatever.
Not a UID.
What was it?
You're mixing that one up.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, I won't speak on that one.
Oh,
Don't know.
UTIs.
Yeah, that's one.
Is that what they were calling them?
Mhm.
All right, I'm looking at the AL West standings. You just said it. First place Mariners. All right, so who from Arlington would bid? Who would want to bid on naming the AL West? The Dallas Cowboys?
The Dallas Cowboys League of Major League
Yeah,
Baseball.
is that the
Yeah.
one?
They got the money for it.
Yeah, I don't know who that would be. Dallas.
Yeah, what's the big company?
Southwest Airlines.
Is that based out of Dallas?
Yep.
Seems like a
Headquarters.
lie.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the hub.
It'd be
Right?
sweet if the AL West was called the Southwest, because really only the Mariners screw that up. It would work. Houston is in that division. They're terrible. They've lost 9 games now later than the 8th inning. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
they lost their 9th game 2 nights ago in the 8th inning or later. It is hard to watch.
No team in the AL West is over 500 in their last 10 games except for the Mariners.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a war of attrition for the Mariners. They just have to make it to the end.
Isn't all cancer?
All they have to do is not get on a Boeing airplane,
Nice.
and they're going to win the
Yeah.
division.
The 737s are fine, guys. It's the 777
The jumbos.
Max.
Yeah.
The Max ones.
Maxi boys.
Yeah, so come on.
Now Houston, I believe, is mostly known for cancer research. What else is in Houston?
Yeah, the Johns Hopkins American League West.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a bad one. Anaheim. Oh, Disney. It's Disney.
Just any oil money.
Disney.
Disney would name it.
The
Yeah,
Disney
it's-
West.
Oakland doesn't even.
But Disney is East and West.
They get both.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disney FL and Disney CA. And then Oakland, which is not in Oakland anymore, so who cares? Who cares?
Enron.
Not bad.
And Ron.
All right, so the kind of the sell we've been putting on Sadies all week, and you tell me if this is wrong,
Okay.
is come to Sadies. They have air conditioning.
It is.
Ooh, good one.
It is working. It is working really well.
It's
Let me tell you.
fantastic. It feels really
This
nice.
is
in
the
here.
most comfortable I've been in a week.
This is good. Nice refrigerated air. We keep it at a brisk 71.
71?
Yes.
Okay.
But when you come from
It's a good one.
103, it feels like 50 degrees. down
Yeah.
there.
This is good. I don't know if the vent is above me, but it feels like it's just blowing on me.
I figured
now.
you'd set it at 69,
Nice.
You know,
just so you could giggle every time you walk past the thermostat.
we used to. Ownership wasn't happy with me when I was in charge on the restaurant side of things. Now Matt is. Yeah, 69 was the number, and I actually
Nice.
froze the system a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So 71 then. I do 73 at my house. I'm a 73 guy.
How are you?
Yeah.
So I set my house at high fan.
Because you have so many fans coming by.
A swamp cooler.
That's all I have.
Yeah,
I have.
got to
I
crack
have
the window a little bit so you get the airflow going.
correct. Yeah. And then I did the handkerchief, the Kleenex trick. Like I put it in front of the window and did it suck to the window? It did. We're good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's working.
Mhm.
But yeah, my house is set to either high cool or low cool.
I got
Those-
some good news for you.
Yeah.
We can swap out that old box with a thermostat. You could have high cool, low cool, and it will shut on and off when it hits the proper temperature.
Technology.
Instead of it going down to like 58 at night,
It does
and then
do
like
that.
and then like 82 in the afternoon, you have a nice cool one right in the middle.
might save them
whichever
some
one.
money on the electric bill.
I don't
Well,
believe
so.
it's very expensive to run.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's mostly just a blower.
Minimal, yeah.
So
Water bill might go down a little bit then.
it doesn't actually take a lot. It's actually incredibly efficient.
Sure.
This is an age-old system invented by the Romans that has done very well for a very long time. refrigerated
It
air
works.
a bonus.
Smells great too.
It's a watery smell. Like
You get that.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get that mildewy.
whoa, hold
sometimes
on. I was thinking more to the petrichor.
Yeah.
Okay, you change the pads.
You change them every year, right?
Yeah, every
I
year.
mean, some people do, some people don't.
And what do you mean pads? Because mine just has one.
Yeah.
It
Wait,
just-
are they 4?
I don't have a
so
nice one.
Usually there's 3 because the
3,
air has to
yes,
go somewhere.
3. You're right. Maybe that's why it smelled like mildew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
my.
of them, like the one I have, the name of the brand's escaping me, but it's just one big one on one side, and it sucks straight
That's
through.
what mine is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like it's permanently there.
I think it might be called permanent cool.
Permacool. There you go.
Well, you could do a 4 if the air comes from the bottom. I'm just thinking.
The bottom is where
1, 2, 3,
the air
4,
comes
and then-
into the house.
Depending on where it is, it could be outside on the ground.
Mine's on the roof.
Oh, see, that's right. Pitch, flat. What kind of roof?
I haven't heard it sing. I mean, I think it's.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah.
it's just the
I think it's tuned.
Kelly Clarkson of
Yeah, I think it's.
Mariah Carey. The look you gave me when I asked that.
I'm
I
good
was
at
like,
radio.
Did I ask that wrong?
Yeah.
What am I doing? And of course, I did.
Also, if you got that mildewy smell, I went through this not a couple, like
Put a little bleach in there.
over a dozen years ago. No, I'll hit it with the little Febreze.
Yeah.
Yeah, or drop a little purple Fabuloso
You can do like
in
I
your
did.
water.
When-
Yeah, not too much because you'll get bubbles.
Whenever that ex-girlfriend, whenever you broke up with that girl that left all those essential oils at your house.
Yeah, remember her?
Yeah, you remember her?
Yeah.
You just go up there and you
I
give
do.
a little droppa. You just put it right in there.
Uh huh.
And it's lavender,
Lavender, yeah.
haze.
Yeah, Nog Champa, right there.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
That's Naga Chumbawamba.
Ah,
Yeah.
got summer deals here at Sadie's.
We have.
Jill.
Let's get to Sadie's now.
Yeah.
We got some cool market. We're about to launch. I think it's coming next week. We got a slew of margarita features. We got some mocktails coming up for those of you who.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You want to
Joy.
introduce your children to drinking early.
Yes.
Yeah, smart.
I mean, they drink. What do you
Yeah.
not let them drink anything when they're children?
Oh, soda is
Yeah.
free reign. in
When
my
you
house.
want to
Is
shut them up.
Milk not
Yeah.
considered a drink as a
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
child?
Yeah,
They're
dip that milk nipple in some whiskey.
The
That'll
nine,
make them go to bed, Gilbert.
the 9-year-old in my life just traveled across the country for the summer, so now soda pop is safe at my house. There was a period of time when it wasn't.
Ooh,
You had to check it regularly, but now there were 6 soda pops when I left. There will be 6 soda pops when I return.
now you don't regulate the soda pop drinking per day.
How can
That's
I?
too much sugar and caffeine for a child.
That explains the bedtime issues.
Yeah,
Well, come on down.
you can have
Avoid
all the sodas you want.
You can have
Yeah.
sodas. You can have soda water if you
Yeah.
don't like the sugar. You can have a margarita. Margaritas are great. They go well with the heat outside. Let me tell
Concur.
you.
Concur.
But yeah, follow us on social media.
Oh, good idea.
That's a great idea. People like that stuff.
We've been on it.
Should we start a TikTok?
If you give away
Like
these
us three,
ice,
just like us 3 dudes. You like talking
Oh,
about
I
Well,
like
Sadie?
Sadie,
that.
I mean, we
Like-
can involve you guys to an extent.
would we call it the Sadie's Boys TikTok?
B-O-I?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
Of course.
Z? B-O-I-Z?
No, just S. B-O-I-S.
Boy, it's
Yeah.
almost like Boise.
Yeah, we're not trying to make it weird.
If you want a Z, it has to be B-O-I-Z.
You
Boise.
can't do B-O-I-Z. What's
Yeah,
that? Boys?
That's boy eyes.
Yeah.
Boy eyes.
People would laugh at you.
Okay, we'll
Not in the good way.
draw this up.
Not in the Dennis Miller
TikTok.
circa 2000 Monday Night Football way.
That was strange. I was, I think, like 7, but it was weird for me too.
Ice Tubs tickets available here at Sadie's. Swing by. You don't even have to buy anything, but we'd encourage you to Marg. We'll give you as many ticks to tonight's game as you want. I'm currently holding more than 12.
You're holding way more than 12. Significantly more than 12.
That's,
Come get a grip of ticks.
This is a quarter-inch worth of, man, I'm talking hard paper ticks. Like not weird digi boys that nobody wants.
So you got a family of 4. Come get 5,
Yeah.
and you could keep 1 ticket as a memento. 1 hard ticket.
Yeah, unripped.
they don't rip. I don't think they rip them anymore.
I believe you're correct.
Depending on
And you
who's
get to
on
keep
who's
them too,
taking
don't you? They don't actually take the ticket from you anymore.
Not to keep them because you have to find your seat.
Well, there's a free Arby's coupon on the back too.
Well, they don't rip.
What's that coupon for, Fred? You're holding the tickets.
All right. Free sandwich of equal or lesser price with any combo meal purchase at Arby's.
Did you hear this, friends of the show? You get free Isotopes tickets, go to the game, and then you get a free friggin' Arby's sandwich.
Arby.
And then you'll lose your lunch, and you don't even have to get your Ozempic shot this week.
Brought to you by our friends at Arby's.
Wow.
I'm learning a lot about Ozempic.
I don't know much about it.
Fred's going to do some Ozempic, just like recreationally.
You're gonna try it? I heard there were some interesting side effects.
Like you feel better and look better?
There's like a weird butt side effect.
Whoa!
You're thinking of Fin.
Is it a different one? Is that a different? Is that the generic version?
No,
Fin's illegal now.
Yeah, Fin's the one they used to put on potato chips.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, so that's what happened to me.
So, no.
Okay.
So tell me more about this Ozempic butt stuff. What are you talking about?
We may have to Google it, but
Okay.
it's causing misshaped
rectums.
Maybe not the outside of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just causing like certain stuff wasn't looking the way it should look.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That happened to Christoph Porzingis because he got that stretch or whatever.
Okay.
It all tracks now.
Like a Kim Kardashian thing, where it just like doesn't look natural.
Opposite.
Oh.
Opposite.
Oh, it squeezes in.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like Kofi
That's
Kingston's chest.
So I've never looked at this chest.
What? Who is? Are you thinking of Kofi Annan? Head of the UN?
Isaiah, I'm going to need some help on that. Can you please explain to these guys how Kofi Kingston's rib cage looks weirder than anything on earth?
Kofi
Google
wasn't. I might have to Google. I know a lot about Kofi, but I never noticed that his rib cage.
I was gonna say that. Same thing.
Probably.
I know the boo that guy, right?
Yeah.
We're doing our prize picks when we get back from the other side. Do you want to do prize picks? Or are you good, Gil?
Whatever you guys want to do. I'm here, man.
Also, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, I see what you're saying here.
Are naming a new head coach. It's 2 Men On live from Sadies on 4th, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Are you looking at a picture of Kofi Kingston?
Yeah, it's
it's Ozempic.
He's only got like half of a pec on each side.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got like when you go to a Jay-Z concert and you hold up the diamond, like there's a big old diamond-sized hole in his chest. This is crazy.
Don't turn that sign upside down.
It looks like he got hit by a cannonball.
He's doing fantastic for this life-altering disability that he has.
The sports animal.
This report is brought to you.
The program, Gilbert Sanchez is with us. He is Sadies.
That's nice of you.
He's telling you to drink Margs here. I like it.
Ooh, please.
It's time for our prize picks, boys. Promo code KNML. You go to Prize Picks, you get the app, you do your thing, you deposit up to $100. We encourage you to deposit $69.69.
Screenshot that mother. Send it to us.
Yeah.
Drinks are on us.
Sadie's, only Marks. And we will match you up to your deposit immediately. So it's like doubling your money out the gate. Okay. So do you have a prize pick in today, Van?
I do.
All right, let's go.
I got a lot running right now.
All right.
Did a bunch of little 2-pick lineups going on here. But for the friend of the show, let me tell you, I got 2 for you this evening.
Okay.
Just a simple little humble 2-picky boyo.
Okay.
Nolan Chanel, Los Angeles Angels infielder. Book him for a strikeout. He struck out 4 out of the last 5 games, more than 0.5 hitter strikeouts. Nolan Chanel, the Los Angeles Angels infielder.
Who are they playing?
And package that one, Arizona Diamondbacks.
All right.
Package that one with Texas pitcher Michael Lorenzen getting less than 16.5 pitching outs. He's going up against the Dodgers tonight. I don't think he's even getting through 5.
Brandon Pavidat is on the mound for Arizona. He gets strikeouts.
Yeah, he's very mid, but this guy strikes out a lot.
Okay.
And I really like that one today. Nolan Chanel, more than 0.5 strikeouts. Michael Lorenzen, less than 16.5 pitching outs. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, pretty good.
Aaron Judge has been just a robot for me.
Oh, it's nuts, dude. Crushing.
He, over the last 21 games or whatever, batting over 400, 21 dingers, unreal. He started off not bad, but he didn't start off good. Gilbert, how's your prize picks?
I just downloaded the app.
Okay, good start.
I'm logged in.
So, yeah.
All right, that was fast.
I'm logged in.
See how easy it is, guys?
Hit the green plus in the top right.
Hit it.
Make a deposit of your own personal money up to $100.
Okay.
Use promo code KNML, and we will match you up to $100.
Look at that.
And then you can bet away with us. I have won a lot of money.
You've done well.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Team Nerfy. By the way, how's this Nerfy doing? I need a Nerfy in Philly and Boston. How are they doing?
It burnt me way too much.
Oh, you're off the Nerfy train?
I'll hop back on. I got to let the bad luck breathe a little bit.
I like these 2-pick lineups. Small, humble, more likely. I mean, I'm not swinging for the fences anymore with these 6-picky boys.
Bottom of the first, the Philadelphia Phillies did not score in the top of the first. Still intact.
Man on second, 1 out. If this Nerfy hits, I'm in really good shape for the rest of my boys.
For the friends of the show at home, Gilbert has his credit card number memorized and just put it into his phone from memory. That's impressive to me that you did that.
It was not Apple Pay. It wasn't Apple Pay. They do allow that, though.
They do allow that.
I use Apple Pay.
How clutch is that?
I use Apple Pay for my prize
So
picks.
you can't cash out with Apple Pay, though.
Right.
Yeah. So I used PayPal. So that
Really?
way
Same.
because I can cash out with PayPal.
So I shouldn't.
Yeah,
in Apple Pay, out PayPal.
You can do both.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try that.
Now we just need Walmart to hop on the Apple Pay wagon. Jeez, they'll be the last ones.
You're right. They
no
don't have Apple
apples at the Walmart.
Walmart does not have Apple.
They don't.
I also know that Sonic doesn't have Apple Pay because I watched a lady scream at the Sonic lady one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I'm like 1 car behind, and I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I will buy you a Coney
for sure.
If it just calms you.
It's like $1.89
on the app. It's cheaper.
Lucky guess.
You can shake your car cushions and find $1.89 in your 1994 Toyota
also,
Corolla.
Know where you're at,
Janice.
You take Apple Pay here?
I was about to say, we better take Apple Pay here. And it's so funny because I get emails when we buy new equipment here for our...
Good news, boys. We got a Nerfy.
Did you get it?
Phillies, Red Sox, Nerfy in the
Out
first.
of the first.
Let's
I got to get
do
signed
it.
up here. What's the promo code?
KNML.
KNML, like our station.
The
It's our
little
call
letters.
letters.
Yeah.
KNML.
Okay.
If you want to get matched, that's what you're going to use.
Only if
Yeah.
you want to make the best decision you've ever made.
Well, I got to play on the team, right?
The two-man on team.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do take Apple Pay here. It's confirmed. We actually just
That's
bought a
nice.
piece of equipment that allows us to do it.
Yeah, because a lot of
Everywhere.
restaurants don't have it. A lot of restaurants, you go in there, they don't have Apple Pay.
Sadie's
Do
is
you
for
leave?
the Utes.
You probably leave that restaurant, right? You just get up and leave. You're like, I'm not.
Yeah, I'll ask them before I even get any food.
You say, look, I'm taking my business to Sadie's.
Where they have Apple Pay. They invest into the future and into their employees so they can be more efficient.
Oh, what? You're not going to scan my QR code neck tattoo? What is this place?
We should
The
get
worst
some of those,
Denny's
too.
I've ever been in.
Like that guy that buys rotisserie chickens.
Oh, yeah. The shirt.
This-
No infrared. on
How
the
did we
chicken.
all know that random internet fact?
I'm good at
That
these.
random meme
Good at this.
penetrated all four of us.
Nice.
At the same time?
Come down to Sadie's where it's
No
air
dig.
conditioned. You can drink margs, and the boys are here. We're getting weird after the show tonight.
Yes, we are.
It's all kinds of it. WNBA got like some SmackDown reap, some WWE. They probably put that on for you, Fred, and me.
Nice.
Not
Also,
gonna lie.
most of the time, TMI, but I'll let you guys know. Friend of the show, you want to see how weird I am? You want to see where this came from? Folks are in town coming to Sadie's.
What?
Come buy my mom a margarita.
Really?
Yeah, Gil, don't run off. Folks are on their way here.
Sandy at Sadie's.
Sandy K at Sadie's.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. Hey, Sports Animal.
Fancy.
Next up. Back live at Sadies on 4th. It's 2 men on. Right here on the Sports Animal. Big thank you to Gilbert Sanchez of Sadies who joined us. Also, if you want Ice Tubs tickets, come get them from us. We have a bunch of them to the game tonight. It is in 1 hour exactly. Cool.
I don't rank friends of the show and guests on this program because I enjoy everyone who wants to participate and give us fantastic content from whatever beautiful business or situation we're at.
Oh, my God, get to it.
But, dude, I love Gilbert.
He's all right.
God, I love Gilbert.
Sources are saying J.J. Redick will formally interview for the Los Angeles Lakers coaching job this weekend, and a strong performance is expected to move him to the forefront of the franchise's search. The prodigal son. That's it.
Yeah. I thought he was a better choice than Dan Hurley in the first place. I would rather have a guy who was in the NBA that knows nothing about coaching than a coach who's only coached children.
Like children.
Yeah.
Not even like
teenagers. How are you going to deal with LeBron James's giant ego when you're only dealing with teenagers who call you sir all the time? Like, there's no way.
I want the Lakers to have a good coach. I also want them to have a disaster of a coach.
I would like to see them get Bronny over a couple years, make him a better and better player, match him up with LeBron, and have some success, and let LeBron leave his legacy and go out on top. And I would like to see that.
And also JJ be the backup point guard to LeBron James Jr. Bronny.
Yeah, for sure. Three-point shooter goes down in the fourth quarter. Coach takes off the suit, puts on a jersey, goes out there and nails a couple wing threes, goes back and grabs a clipboard during timeouts. I love it.
The clipboard during timeouts is kind of like the point of contention everyone's talking about because, and it's apparently been this way for some years, that when you go into a timeout mid-game, TV or called, that LeBron kind of coaches those moments.
Sure.
Are players going to have issue with that? I don't think they should. Can it be interpreted or presented in a way that JJ doesn't, in fact, coach? JJ doesn't, in fact, figure this thing out. I don't know how he wins in this scenario unless he wins a championship, and even then they're going to call it LeBron James's coaching championship.
Yeah, I mean, especially since the whole Dan Hurley thing, if they went after J.J. Redick and he was the first choice and he got the big contract, it would be on him. But now, if he doesn't succeed, they're like, oh, well, Dan Hurley would have won that one. But if he does succeed, it's like, oh, LeBron was the coach the whole time anyways.
Well, and we might be completely overthinking it because I think I saw yesterday with all the stuff of the logo. So I think I saw some videos of Jerry West doing hey, J.J. Redick wouldn't be a good coach kind of stuff. And maybe Jeannie Buss is just trying to get even, on Jerry West right now, saying, I'll shows him.
What would Jerry West say about this situationship right now with J.J. Redick? Would he be in for it? He recruited Pat Riley. They butted heads throughout the years, but early in Pat Riley's career, he recruited Pat Riley, an ex-player, not a superstar, a role player, but knew the game really well. This is echoing that same situation. I'm not anti-J.J. Redick in this situation at all. I think he will succeed. I think he's got a great basketball mind.
He won't oppose when they go to change the team name to Los Angeles Bronze.
The Broncos?
LeBrons?
Also, you should change the name of the Lakers. It's been too long. There's no lakes in Los Angeles.
They're not even.
There's a tar pit. That's the closest you get to a lake. There's the La Brea tar pits.
And
that's it.
As of Friday, they're not even the team that has those championships. The Celtics are the team with the most championships now. They don't have a legacy. They're not legitimate.
They're still the Lakers.
No, they're just another team.
They're still the Lakers. I mean, they're legitimate enough to have LeBron go there and be their last team. That's a big get. Whether or not you're going to win another championship with LeBron, you got the one. That's cool. He's been there long enough to put a statue outside. He's going to stay in LA and be an ambassador to the Lakers until he buys Las Vegas's basketball team.
And then he takes JJ to coach there.
You know it.
It's not that far-fetched. On the other side of this one, we wrap up the potpourri that is today with a little NFL talk. There's nothing going on except for the weakest fine in the history of the NFL. It's 2 Men On, live from Sadies on 4th, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Welcome back to the program where today we learned that peddling, collusion, tampering doesn't matter. The NFL is docking the Falcons a 2025 fifth-round pick for violating the league's anti-tampering policy with Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney, and Charlie Warner. The team is also being fined $250K, and GM Terry Fontenot is being fined $50,000. There's Arthur Blank down there. He owns Home Depot. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, that's a check that he can cut with his eyes closed. That's a check to him that's so small, he'll probably have somebody else cut it, endorse it, and mail it off.
If you get 3 tampers for the price of 1 fifth-round draft pick, that's a good trade.
That
That's
is
good value.
so good.
This is the steal of the 2025 draft already.
Yeah, I mean, you would have given up a fifth-round draft pick just to tamper with Kirk Cousins no matter what. That's your guy. If they would have known ahead of time it was only a fifth-round draft pick, they would have done nothing different whatsoever.
They tamper way better than they actually draft as well. Therefore, this is a double win. When the Falcons draft quarterbacks in the first round that they don't need, people go, what the? And then they have to stop saying words because they're on AM and FM radio. But then, whenever they trade away draft picks for tampering and get a quarterback, they go, you're a winner.
1985, Dallas Cowboys selected halfback Herschel Walker in the 5th round. Stephon Diggs of the Minnesota Vikings, a 5th rounder. Tyreek Hill, a 5th rounder. List falls off real fast from there. Defensive end Robert Mathis, a 5th rounder.
Okay.
Defensive tackle Leroy Glover, a 5th rounder. Oh, hey. Steelers legend Kevin Green, a 5th rounder. They're missing out on all these legends.
There were like 15 rounds when Kevin Green was drafted.
Yeah. Basically a 2nd-round pick.
The violations are considered logistical and administrative, such as making travel arrangements for players agreed to terms that did not involve contract prior negotiating windows per source. So they were paying for these dudes to come out to not negotiate? What?
Yeah. Just hang out and not talk business.
If you're not putting
our friend Killer Mike will take you to the finest strip clubs in Atlanta.
Yes.
But don't talk about football with them.
Listen, we set you up with this really good real estate agent here in town. His name's Arthur Blank.
Hey, what do you guys want from the Home Depot?
Yeah.
We got a guy.
What's the Home Depot song?
Boom, 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 boom.
When they're walking to the airport, that's playing as they land. This fine, though, in other words, means tamper away, right? Because if you're not taking away a firstie, there's no reason.
No one's going to do anything.
No one's going to.
Yeah.
Also, maybe the NFL was like, man, they kind of give away their first rounder this year.
Yeah. Also, the NFL's like, it's the Falcons. You remember 28-3? They need this. Let them have it.
I don't know what other reaction you could have had to this. Over. I guess you could have over.
Yeah. You got to give them an actual punishment instead of just a slap on the wrist that they can oh so easily afford.
Every NFL team needs to have a good quarterback or the NFL sucks. We've been over this a ton. We're currently in a place where every NFL team has a good quarterback. Because we are in that place, it all works. If this had been the rich getting richer, it'd have been a different reaction. Do you remember in Happy Gilmore when Shooter McGavin is like, kick him off the tour? And then PGA Tour is like, we just had the highest rating ever. I think we're going to keep him. That's the same kind of energy here for the NFL. The NFL would rather every team be good with minimal consequence than any team have to abide by the rules.
I'm doing some math here, Fred. Bear with me for a second.
Oh, we're in trouble if you're doing math.
Oh, now hold on. Your boy knows what he's doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
I'm the only one on this table who can do math.
I did math earlier. I remember it vividly. I was trying to. Well, this is actually off-air stuff.
Was that our prize picks?
No, that's when I was telling you that I'm not impressed by anyone that can walk 25 miles.
Okay, so for the Atlanta Falcons, Kirk Cousins makes $61,000 per minute in an NFL season.
Okay.
So by my mathematics, that's slightly over 4 minutes of Cousins' precious little time. That $250,000 fine. 4 minutes and some change of Kirk Cousins for tampering with him. That's okay.
The conversation around this was, and maybe this is just from Internet Genius, which I'm saying sarcastically.
Oh, you talking about me?
They were like, it's going to be the next consecutive 5 to 8 first-round draft picks. Like, that's what people were saying. The Dolphins' punishment for tampering with Tom Brady and I guess Peyton Manning at one point, right? It's just kind of hilarious.
Tom
now.
Brady and Sean Payton.
Sean Payton, yeah. I don't know, dude.
They're not changing anything.
Why
They're
would
not
they
doing
change
anything different ever?
Like, oh no, 5th round draft pick? You mean I can't draft a backup white wide receiver from Utah?
Sure.
Like,
you want a lottery ticket safety in the 5th round? Yeah. North Carolina A&T's backup safety.
What's that? A 5th round? Let me take a kicker so that people can say I took him too early. Like,
not this year.
Are there any good kickers?
I mean, there has to be eventually. There's 3 or 4 good ones in the NFL, right?
I'm not drafting a kicker ever.
The Cowboys have a marvelous kicker who actually had never played a snap of football in his life before being a Dallas Cowboys soccer player.
Dang, now they need to do that with quarterbacks.
It definitely should be something for kickers to look into. Like soccer players, because they may not even be wanting that much money because they weren't even expecting to be an NFL player in the first place. So they'll probably take a dirt cheap contract.
Well, now with the new kickoff rules, you need to get like a rugby guy who can tackle. Like get a rugby kicker. Because now the kickers are going to have to actually tackle people.
And if you could do rugby style punts too, you could do double duty.
Yes.
Step, step punt. Step, step kick. Step, step pooch.
It'll work.
Is pooch a style or a verb?
It's a cute dog.
It's Poochie. Poochie was the name of the dog they put on The Simpsons to try to spice up Itchy and Scratchy to make it cooler.
I do remember that. Good callback. That's to when I actually watched The Simpsons.
And then it didn't work for the ratings, and Poochie said, I have to go back to my people, and he just disappeared off the top of the screen.
How was Poochie 2?
The Revenge of Pooch. Attack on Poochie 2, Attack on Springfield. I've been on The Simpsons a lot lately.
Have you now?
All of my TV references are very dated.
Naturally. To way back in the day when you would watch television.
Because I don't watch television.
I watched episode 3 of The Acolyte. I thought it was pretty good.
So I didn't.
The internet hates it.
I didn't finish Asuka, and I didn't finish.
Oh, Ahsoka.
Yeah, I didn't finish that, and I didn't finish what was the police one, where they were like policemen.
Policemen.
Yeah. Andor.
Oh yeah, Andor was great.
Yeah, I didn't finish that one.
Andor might have been my favorite one. That one's fantastic.
Kind of sucked. And then I didn't finish.
But I do know why the internet hates it. It was a all-woman episode.
Oh, yeah.
That's why the internet hated it.
That's why that Fast and Furious movie did so bad.
I will never talk about Acolyte Episode 3, Season 1, negatively with my mother sitting right next to me.
Josh Sushan joins us after the break. He's at Isotopes Park. They're going to play baseball tonight, and we're going to be able to ask him about an Isotopes win. First time in a long time.
Hey, maybe Sushan needs some of these tickets we have right here.
Zooming on 95.9 FM and AM 610 live from Sadies on 4th, the sports animal. Josh Sushan is over at Isotopes Park, and he joins us on this very broadcast to talk about the very broadcast that will follow this broadcast, the broadcast of the Albuquerque Isotopes hosting the El Paso something or another's. Josh, how are you, brother?
I'm ready for the broadcast and happy to be joining your broadcast that precedes my broadcast.
I'm happy that you're happy.
I'm a big fan of broads.
You did cast
It's really
a pretty
not
wide net.
broadcast or anything about it. It's very much niche casting.
Narrow cast.
Because, I mean, it's sports casting, but really it's, you know, a niche within a niche, right?
I mean, it's like a broad audience, though, right? I think, isn't that the definition? Maybe I'm a little confused. Like, we're not doing a narrow cast. We're not just broadcasting to, like,
6 dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Isaiah's podcast.
Well, I think the idea is the quantity of people listening or the types of people listening, right? Like you're trying to dispense news to a broad audience about all the different things that are happening in the news, weather, sports, features, entertainment. But then there is a sports section or a sports radio station that is on the radio dial, which is very much a narrow cast or a niche cast.
And for information, Fred, my last podcast hit 400 views. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Good job.
None of me, Josh, and Van were all not one of those.
It's coming. I don't want to bring you on a crashing ship. I got to make sure my ship's floating, then I'll bring the big names.
So, Josh, I like the idea that a broadcast is how Van and I broadly cover so many topics throughout a show.
Oh, I like that. You know, and your show is, there is a broad number of topics that are on your show. I definitely agree with that. Now, broadcasting a baseball game, it's not very broad. And if it is very broad, it's because the score is 11-2.
Well, yeah, I mean, you get a lot of those with the ice, but you didn't last night.
Yeah,
the boys
baby.
were big winners.
Oh, let's go.
13-6, a triumph for the Isotopes. And this is a fun sentence. The series is now even, Van.
Let's go.
And the good guys have a chance to take the lead in the series, I believe, for the first time.
Yeah, that sounds like that's probably an accurate statement.
Yeah.
It's week to
Try
week
not
for
to get
Susha.
too deep into the weeds of all of the things that have gone wrong and all of the things that have not happened, but we'll go with yes. We're looking for a winning streak tonight. And most importantly, we got Kyle Freeland on the mound.
He's pretty good.
He's on a rehab assignment. We've got Jake Bird. He's on a rehab assignment pitching in relief. And then we got Noah Davis, who was the opening night starter for the Topes. We have both the Isotopes and the Rockies opening night starters, both scheduled to pitch in tonight's game.
That is huge. What a night. Are we going to have like our first mile-high shutout ever in the history of Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park?
I'll have you know, Mr. Van Nunley, that we have had two games that have finished in a 1-0 final that were 9-inning games that have been played here at Rio Grande Credit Union Field. Two.
I would have thought you were going to say weather delay. Stopped with 4 2/3.
We've had some 1-0 games that were 7 innings, but we've only had 2 9-inning 1-0 games in this ballpark's history.
That's insane. I wonder what the actual percentage is of that. It's less than 1/10 of 1%.
I don't know.
Well, it's 21 years and in the neighborhood of between 70 and 75 games per year. So get out your calculator. That's not much.
On it.
That's 3,000-ish games. And if only 2 of them have been 1-0, that's 0.003%. That's like
so it's pretty rare.
Okay, well, there you go. The bullpen was the star of the night last night, and that's fun for the fans in attendance to get out to a lead and be able to keep a lead. How was the crowd last night? Did they brave the weather, and how excited are you for not just tonight but the upcoming weekend?
Man, that was like a triple barrel question right there.
Take your time.
Let's see. In order, yes, the fans were excited. They're always excited. They were into it last night, too. We had 7,200, no fireworks, no giveaway. It's like 98 degrees at first pitch. and they were into it. They had a lot to cheer. 5 home runs. Let's not forget that. Topes turned 3 double plays. Boys played a really solid all-around game of baseball. Bullpen was great. And, and then what was that last part? So this is what we learned in journalism class. You don't ask people 2 questions, especially politicians, because when you ask them 2 questions, they get the choice of answering whichever question they feel like answering, or they'll conveniently forget to answer whichever one does not fit their narrative. So you ask 1 question at a time.
The radio trick here is your phone connection is bad, and I was trying to let you roll with it.
I appreciate the inside ball and inside radio.
Yeah.
No, I'm very excited about this weekend. We've got Juneteenth, we've got mariachis, we've got Father's Day, pregame catch, and it's going to be hot. We've got fireworks Saturday and Sunday, so it should be a fun weekend out here at the lab. I hope you guys bring your gloves and come out. It doesn't have to be father and son playing catch. It can be father and daughter. Mom, bring your glove. You can play catch.
Aww.
Fred, Van, you can play catch with each other. I think Darby should be out here playing catch, hopefully.
Love that.
So let's all play catch.
Well, I'm not going to be here Sunday because I'm going up to Denver to watch the kiddo walk across the stage and get her degree. But Sunday, on Father's Day, I will be with my father at Coors Field.
Oh, let's go!
Isn't that sweet? How's the parent club doing?
The parent club? Well, here's the thing. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree in a lot of these cases. And one of the major reasons why the Isotopes are struggling is because the Rockies are struggling with wins and with injuries. And so, one of the main reasons why we're not doing so well is because anytime that we have somebody who's good, they go up to Denver really quickly because they're struggling and they're hurting, literally and figuratively.
I don't like the idea that the big league club is stalled a little bit right now, winning-wise. They don't seem stalled talent-wise.
Sure.
How long do you think, Josh, until that major league level team gels together and starts being a real competitor in the NOS?
However long it takes for the pitching staff to find consistency, right?
Yeah.
They've actually played pretty well for the last month, They've won some series. They've been really competitive in a lot of games. You look at the individual talent of position players and you say, these guys can play. But then you look at just the quantity of blown saves in the 7th, 8th, 9th innings, and there's times where this pitcher's doing well, and then this pitcher runs into a rough patch. And you've seen that with a lot of different guys in the Rockies bullpen, right? So, look, when you cannot close out games, it's demoralizing for everybody. And then you start shuffling the roles. Let's try the 8th inning guy in the 9th inning. Let's try the 6th inning guy in the 8th inning. There's just a lot of things like that happen. And once again, you go back to the pitching and injuries. Kyle Freeland's pitching here because he's been hurt instead of in Denver. Herman Marquez had Tommy John surgery. Antonio Cinzatella had Tommy John surgery. That's 60% of the Rockies' rotation. When they made the playoffs in back-to-back years, those 3 guys were the forefront of why they made the playoffs. And those guys have been hurt a ton. And so you're mixing and you're matching, and you're trying to figure out if this guy can be a starter, if this guy's better as a long guy. And it just has a trickle-down effect throughout the entire pitching staff. The Rockies have some really good pieces, and they got some more pieces that are on their way between the Topes at AA and at single A. But until the pitching staff is consistent, starters, relievers, everything, you're constantly just plugging up holes on the sinking ship.
Hey, no punchline here, real question. Why don't players just get Tommy John surgery the day after they're drafted?
Well, so it's actually an extreme myth that you throw harder after having Tommy John surgery.
Sure.
That's just not the case.
Say that to Henry Rowan Garner's face.
Your arm has been hurting for a while, and you forgot what it was like when your arm was healthy, and then when you come back after this really lengthy rehab process, it feels like you're throwing harder, but that's not really the case. Sure. But also, Fred, it's not a guarantee that you are going to come back. There's plenty of guys who never come back, or they come back and they're not quite as effective. There's guys that miss 2 years or 2.5 years, depending on when you have the surgery. Like poor Antonio Cinzatella, he had it late July, early August, which means he's going to end up missing this entire year. He missed the last month of last year, and then that's not a guarantee that he's going to be ready on opening day next year either.
Sush, what's the pitch count going to look like for these rehabbing Isotope starters?
Yeah, so I saw Kyle in the clubhouse before today's game, and he said he was hoping to just pitch 3 innings today. Remember, he hasn't pitched since late April. He had 4 starts. He got hurt. There was some initial confusion because he was used as a pinch runner. There was a play at the plate. He hurt his right shoulder. He was actually fine from that. He made his next start, and then he hurt his left elbow in his next start. So there was a little bit of confusion about whether he got hurt on the play at the plate. He's insisted that the play at the plate had nothing to do with his injury. It was his left elbow. So he's been out a while. He pitched a couple of times in the Arizona Rookie League. He'll go 3 innings tonight, hopefully, and then he's going to join us in Oklahoma City next week to pitch as well, and then we'll go from there.
I saw today a note that said Cy Young threw 749 complete games in his career. What is the absolute most unbreakable record in pro sports, John?
It's pretty much everything that Cy Young did, right? It's his wins, it's his losses, it's his games started, it's his complete games, it's his innings pitched. You know, I mean, even you go back to the 60s, right? There was a 4-man rotation. The 5-man rotation didn't even begin until like the late 70s, early 80s. And even when it was a 5-man rotation, they only used the 5th starter when there was a whole bunch of games in a row and there wasn't off days. And so, you know, the Bob Gibson, the Tom Seavers, and those dudes in the late 60s, they were making 42 starts a year, because it was a 4-man rotation. And so it's basically pitching numbers from back then are pretty much all of the unbreakable numbers.
I only bring him up because he's so very good at what he did, and I thought that was a fun stat. Also, Martin Maldonado is so very bad at what he does. Is he going to become an all-star for some reason?
Well, every team gets one all-star, right? So
yes.
Every team needs somebody, and there's been some all-stars over the years where you look at them and you go, really? That guy was an all-star, huh? I remember my Oakland A's, John Jaha, was an all-star one year. And I remember I even interviewed him a few days later. I was like, hey, what was it like? And he said, I felt like I didn't belong. And I'm thinking to myself, that's because you didn't belong, bro. No offense. But someone's got to go from the A's, and they picked him. And he even was the first one to admit he didn't feel like he belonged.
Sushan, we've been perpetrating the hashtag Vote Maldi on our program here, and I've been doing my civic duty by voting for Martin Maldonado 5 times a day all week. Fun fact, Jim Abbott had 1 arm, and he hit .095 for his career. Martin Maldonado, 0.74.
Not good.
Wow, that's a stat of the day.
Josh, thank you so much, brother. Have a good broadcast tonight.
Thank you so much.
Isaiah back at the studio. Very middle of the road. Thank you.
I always feel the same about you. That's 2 days in a row. Van, you are awesome, though.
That's standard.
I left earlier, so it's not even like you can remember. You know what I mean? It's a whole thing.
Saw you were middle because you left in the middle.
Left very early. Very early.
I like that new camera angle, Zay.
Final words, Van?
You like it?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend, but anything that we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning, the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Good job, everyone. GG.
I won't see you tomorrow, Burke.
Oh, let me follow without you.